It is far better to have something and not need it than it is to need something and not have it. I'm talking about preparation. I'm not talking about expectation of disaster or anticipating something catastrophic coming. No, that's negative imaging, because what you're doing is you're assuming something negative will happen, you project it, you create that reality, and then you're going to have to face what you created unnecessarily. I am not talking about that. What I am referring to is contingencies and redundancies, backup plans. Saying to yourself, I'm not thinking worst case scenario, I'm just prepared in case anything happens. That's preparation, and that's a good thing. Plan in advance, just in the event of A, B, C, or D, E, F, or whatever may come your way. Because things happen that are out of your control that you didn't even expect. Situations, circumstances just hit you. You know, you have something planned in your head and you think it's going to go perfect and it doesn't. Give you an example. Somebody works at a job for 30 years. They're planning their retirement. You know, and the co-workers ask him, hey, man, what are you going to do when you retire? Oh, I'm going to go traveling, get a cruise. We're going to buy a house here. We're going to do this and that. We're going to do things I've always wanted to do. And he got all these plans. Beautiful, beautiful plans. I'm going to spend time with my family finally, this and that. We're going to go do this. And all of these, you know, family get-togethers and gatherings, going to do all this beautiful stuff. And then the person retires and like 3 weeks later, they're dead. And there goes all the plans that they had because there were other plans in place that they were unaware of. That's all I'm saying. Just because you're planning something doesn't mean that's the plan of the universe, or you could find yourself in the bad place at the wrong place at the wrong time and have a very bad situation happen to you. And you don't even know what's going on. And, you know, it has nothing to do with attracting anything. You're not responsible for the lunacy of the world. So don't convince yourself that you are. A lot of people tend to take personally the dysfunctional toxicity of these negative individuals. I remember one time I had a conversation with a man. He was going door to door doing something, I don't remember, but he was opening, you know, good morning, such and so forth. And everybody was pretty okay with him until he came across this one person, this woman that was really snotty to him. And then he came to me, he says, I don't know what I did to make him, you know, angry with me. He was taking it personal. I said, dude, you can't be responsible for this woman. What are you taking her energy personally for? Her energy is not yours to own. You have to assess things at face value as they are. That's your reality. That's your journey. That's your trip. That's your energy. That is your life. It's nothing to do with me. I'm not responsible for you being miserable or happy. That's your own responsibility. It's like when I used to do open mics. I used to get on stage. I used to do open mics, send out this beautiful energy. And everybody was just like, you know, at the bar, just chilling out, pretending like I didn't exist on stage until somebody came, and that bothered me. Until somebody came by one day and he said to me, I saw him sitting at the bar, has back turned, never even looked at the stage. And then when the set was over and he was getting ready to leave, he walked up to me because God wanted him to. And he said to me, listen, man, don't think that we're not listening to you, because we are. We're just listening in our own way. And you were really great up there, you know? And that validated for me that I was wrong. You know, that's why it was a very cathartic situation for me. And also, very it was an epiphany for me as well. And that was one of the integral moments in my journey that really began to shape me, you know, drastically. Because that's what experiences are meant to do. They're meant to build character. Because each experience is offering you another facet to build that character that's ever expanding. And causing your perceptive lens to go from a laser to no limit. You have peripheral consciousness, spherical consciousness, disembodied vision. You know, there's no limits. There's no barrier or tunnel anymore. It's all gone. So now you see the everything of everything. That's the premise of experiences. Hopefully that you're getting that. But anyway, just wanted to send you the message. Always be prepared in any event of anything. You're not anticipating the worst or expecting disaster. You're not assuming or presuming the world is coming to an end. You're just prepared in the event of anything. It's like a hunter going into the woods. You're not going with a toothbrush and a flashlight. You're always going to keep a firearm on your side, just in the event. Even when people go camping in the woods and they have no intention on hunting, it's always best to have something and not need it than it is to need something in a desperate situation and find yourself without it. That's all I'm saying. Preparation, not anticipation, man. It always works best every time. God bless.